Hello everyone, it is Lucy here and I am back with another video. In today's video we are building our gray seal habitat, but first I ended up kind of redoing the front of our zoo a little bit and just kind of trying to make a little bit bigger of an area so that way there people don't get super stuck in this area because they seem to be just getting like super stuck. I don't know what's happening, but even when I changed it, as you'll see in the end kind of screenshots, they are still getting kind of stuck. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but I did make this huge platform here, and then I put some planter boxes in and put some nice beautiful flowers around as well, and then putting some seating around as well because I wasn't really sure what to put in the big area in the middle. So I ended up just kind of putting in these planter boxes and then putting in some flowers as well. And then I kind of changed the exhibit area a little bit. I downloaded off of the workshop. I downloaded this creation from another Planet Zoo player. Unfortunately, I didn't get the name, but I did download a couple of exhibits that they built. So that way there, I could kind of put them in this area. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the exhibits in this area, but for right now, they're okay. So they are just kind of right in front of the red kangaroo habitat. I put 2 of them there. Well, there are actually 4 in total, so I put 2 structures there, which hold 2 exhibits. So as you see here, there's 2, 1 on each side, and I ended up putting 2 of those in there. So there's 4 exhibits total. So we still have room for another exhibit bug or, reptile or whatever we want to use. So we have another one. I was trying to figure out like where I can put it, and then I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll put this one in, but then it looked kind of weird, so I'm not sure. And you can delete the paths as well, so I should have done that. So I should have deleted the paths on that one. That was an aquatic exhibit area, but I didn't, so I just kind of kept it and I kind of moved it around a little bit just to, I don't know, kind of block some of the rock formation that's in front of the kangaroo habitat because I don't really like those rocks and I kind of want to change them a little bit. But we changed it up a little bit in the front of the zoo, so that's a good thing. And then also on the side of the zoo, so on the side of the kangaroo habitat, I ended up putting a restaurant. I thought it would be kind of cool. It has kind of a platform upstairs. However, people are floating up there, so I don't know what's going on. There's like no flooring on top of the restaurant, so I don't know if I'm supposed to put some flooring in or what's going on. I may try to figure that out next time I go into the game, because I wasn't really sure. I didn't see that before because I didn't really player test it, and as I was taking the end screenshots, I noticed that there were just families just floating on the top. So it was just kind of weird, but it's okay. I'll try to fix it and I'll try to figure out what the problem is. But as far as us having an area where the guests can kind of eat, we do have one now. We have a restaurant, which is really good. I don't think I recorded putting the restaurant in. I think I just placed it in, but you'll see it at the end. But here we are building the gray seal habitat, and I just wanted to put a nice big area where they can swim around, play around, dive in, and have fun. So I put them over here. They're kind of close to the, giant pandas and the red pandas. So I may move them. I'm not really sure. I didn't realize how close they were until I, kind of looked. But I mean, it might be okay. They're kind of off center from the penguins, but I kind of wanted them closer because they're all kind of the same. They're aquatic animals, and so are the penguins. So I kind of wanted them to be kind of in the same zone, but they are in a different area, which I wish I had planned that out a little bit more. And then I found that they do have an aquatic habitat that you can just kind of take right from the game, and it seems like they built it for you. So I may kind of look at that, and then if I want to change it around a little bit, I can. And as I was building this habitat, I think our next animal I want to be the Himalayan brown bears, just because we don't really have any. We have Formosan black bears, but we don't have any like, I don't know, the Himalayan brown bears or grizzly bears or something like that. Grizzly bears might be kind of cool to put over by the snow leopards because they are a cooler weather animal. So I may do that. I know I really want polar bears, but they just take up so much space. And then they also just require a lot of food and a lot of energy to be placed into their habitat. So it gets a little bit costly. So I don't know if I feel comfortable getting the polar bears until we're at least over like, I don't know, 2 million or something, or close to 3 million, just because I feel like it's going to take a lot of money to, get them into our zoo. So I do want them, but then I think also they cost a lot of conservation points. So I have to stockpile those conservation points as well. So our animals need to, we need to grow our zoo a little bit more, and we need to have a little bit more animals and a little bit more guest frequency. And then hopefully we can get some polar bears, because those are also a really good animal that I really love. And I love how they can dive and they can swim, and I just love that. So I do want to put them in, and I think that they'll probably go over with the snow leopards when I get the chance to bring them into the zoo. But as far as the gray seals, they don't really require a whole lot of terrain paint. They don't really require a whole lot of coverage. So it was very minimal building their habitat. I did try to put in a back wall that was just kind of, I don't know, it was kind of made of like stone, and I put some decorative items on it. I don't know if I'll keep it, but I did really like it. I also don't think they require a whole big, huge habitat. Like the walls don't have to be a certain height, because they are, very small animals, and they just kind of move along the ground. And then they dive and they swim and they just have a lot of fun. It was just really cute, like watching them in the end screen shots that I have, because they're just so beautiful and they swim so lovely, and I love them so much already. They're such a good addition to our zoo. I feel like they're really gonna be a good addition. I really like them. And I'm really glad that we got them, because I haven't actually played with the gray seals since I got the pack, the aquatic pack. I didn't really, play with those animals. Obviously, penguins always have my heart, so I always put those into my zoo. But I'm really glad that I got the seals. But anyways, you guys, I think I'm going to end the talking portion right here. We are almost at the end of the video. Please stay tuned until the very end so you can see all the screenshots that I did. But anyways, you guys, like I said, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you all very soon.